Yep. Greetings, everybody. We are here and we say welcome, welcome, welcome. We're just making sure that you know what we're about to do. Yeah. Good evening, folks. I'm just going to remove you for a little bit. Yeah. Good evening, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to another authentic exchange with Caesarina M. Paul. And of course, tonight we do have a special guest. Yeah. And I want you to stay tuned to this show tonight or this program tonight, because we will have, and we do have a special guest. Of course, I want to celebrate with Dominica and with all of you, no matter where you are tonight, celebrate with you National Flag Day. I listened and I saw things today, read Dominica, and I can tell you all that I had serious chagrin. Dominic Johnny. I felt a lot of misery and pain just being this far from home and watching all these children with their flags waving. It was something to behold. Interestingly, today is a holiday, a public holiday here in the Turks and Caicos Island. It's actually a day called Cultural and Heritage Holiday. It's a day when they observe their culture and heritage. And interestingly, I was more glued to what's happening in Dominica than anything that's happening here. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but I just couldn't resist, picking on what is going on in my country. And it was great seeing the children on the road at Portsmouth, the children from the RDPS, and most likely St. John's School probably later. I'm not sure, but I saw some snippets of the Roosevelt Douglas Primary School. And of course, I saw some of the children from I think, the Convent Prep were on the road, as well as Convent High. And so, certainly, I can tell that excitement was just bubbling throughout the island, because I only saw these two, but I'm sure that all the schools were doing something marvelous and something wonderful today. Yes, so it's great to have all of you here tonight, and I do have a special guest, as I said, and I'm not going to waste any time really. I just want to, yes, ma'am. I see somebody that said they rich. You rich, welcome, welcome, Miss Rich for Richie. You know exactly what I'm saying. I'll call your name soon. No worry. Just stick around. Nice to have you. And yes, so tonight I have a special guest, and I saw you, bro. And I'm gonna bring him on because we don't want to waste any time. We want to maximize the time that we have tonight. And I want to say a special good evening to you, my dear Nabi Matanaya Nabi P. Wallace. Man, you have so many names. Good evening. How are you tonight?
Uh, Good evening, sis. I'm doing great. What about yourself?
I am doing wonderful. I am just so moved and excited by the colors of the flag. And here you are decking or carrying, the colors, and not just the colors of the flag, but the actual flag tonight on your chest. So I think
Yes.
we are in sync. And we didn't plan that, by the way. I never told
Oh,
Nabi we're going to wear something with the flag. I just knew today's Flag Day, and I wanted to ensure that I captured that moment of celebrating what we are, our heritage, the beauty of our island. And just, when I think about the flag and everything that it represents, I have to ensure that I also, I capture that aspect of my history and my culture. So yeah, nice to have you. Welcome to Authentic Exchange with Caesarina M. Paul, or as some folks say, C's Paul, and that is fine with me. I want to welcome all the folks who have thus far joined us on YouTube and also on Facebook. We are streaming on Facebook as well as YouTube. And I want to say to you all, if you're just joining us, please share the live with your friends, with your family. Share the live with the people that you know would be interested in finding out tonight about the Aspirers Athletic Club and what they're about, and not just what they're about, but interestingly, the tremendous work that they have been doing. So I want to stop blah blah for the moment, and I want to hand over to my guest, Mr. Nabi Wallace. I call him Nabs. I call him Nabi. So if you hear me switching from names, just bear with me. All right. He calls me C, so we're that familiar. All right. I want
Yes.
you, Nabi, tonight to tell the folks something about you. Give them a little background about who you are. Let them place you whose child you are, and that sort of thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, my name is Nabi Wallace. Matanai is actually my first name, which many persons don't know. All my family wanted to be involved, in giving me names. So
That's
Auntie
good.
Maria gave me Matanaya, my mom gave me
Uh-huh.
Nabi, and it was my father who gave me Peterson. So it's Matanaya
Ah,
Nabi Peterson was. Yes.
awesome.
Um, I grew up in Cocotong, right
Mm,
there on, yes, the Rodney Street.
yes.
Spend a lot of time in the park. I got a lot of blows for being in that park. You know, one time my auntie gave me a joke. As I'm a big man now, she said, "Boy, Nabi, you get so much blows for being in that park, and you
Yeah.
are still in the park today." You understand? So that just goes to show that you don't know what a child is going to become, and
Yeah.
it's important that we encourage persons as they're growing up, keep that door open because you don't know where the Lord is going to lead them.
That's true.
Outside of that, my first opportunity in sports came with the Dominica Seventh Day Adventist Secondary School. I was Catholic at the time when they took me, but because the background
Yeah.
check that the principal did at the time, she said she wanted to know if I'm some angel or something, because everybody only had good things to say about me. Of which I
Yes.
told her, well, I'm not a perfect person, none of us is,
Right. Right.
but yet still they gave me the opportunity, and I was very, really thankful, that
Mhm.
as a Catholic then, they
Yes.
embraced me as a part of their fold. And I
Hmm.
just want to stick a pin in that, and that's how we should work
Yeah.
as Christian believers in Jesus
I'm happy.
Christ. We should not
I'm
let
happy to hear that.
religion separate us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was saying I'm happy. I
So
was
I
saying
started.
I'm okay. Go ahead. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
I'll say that after. No, you go. Go. It's all right. I'll get there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I would have gotten the opportunity, and that was where I really grew my coaching
Hmm.
ability. The school was at the bottom of the barrel where track and field was concerned, and
Yeah.
within a year and two, they were at the top of the podium. So I said, I really give God thanks because we
Hmm.
always had a strong spiritual connection in that we
Yes.
always put God first and foremost in all that we do. And so I was very thankful for the opportunity. And then because they saw my work ethics, the passion that I was putting in, they moved me from being uh, how you call it, part-time teacher, and made
Hmm.
me part of the full-time staff at the
Mm.
Seventh Day Adventist School. So this institution really made Sir Nabi because it was the students who knighted me. And when
Yes.
I won the Coach of the Year award, the National Coach of the Year award, my dad, when he went to receive it on my behalf, because I was studying at the West
Yeah.
Indies in
Yeah.
Trinidad, he
Hmm.
said, I don't just call him Nabi anymore. I call him Sir Nabi because his art knighted him Sir Nabi. So, even today I would sit there after wrong and then everybody, Sir Nabi, Sir Nabi, Sir Nabi. So yeah,
Yeah.
so that's a bit about me. I hold a
Mhm.
bachelor's in sports management. I love sports. As outside
Yeah.
of sports, I love culture. This is my
Hmm.
season. I'm not shaking
Yes.
my leg this year because I'm doing a lot of work as now being the sports officer for the North. So I could not
Yes.
balance the two at this time. Yes.
Yeah, I don't think it's just balancing the two. You're talking about balancing
Hmm.
three, probably. Aspires itself is a big thing to
Yeah.
balance, plus your actual job that you must do on a daily basis. And of course,
Hmm.
I'm trying to get into probably one of the cultural group. I know over the years you've danced with the Capuchin cultural group.
Capuchin.
I've seen
Yes,
you
I
on
did.
stage. I have seen you training people for competitions that you, when you
Yes,
and
yes,
Leon Irish went up for, I think it
yes,
was
yes.
the Creole couple. I come on,
That's
man. There's
correct.
so many things. You're very cultural. I know you to be that. I
Yeah,
know
I
you to
love
be
it,
a
love it, love it.
patriot. Yeah.
Yes.
So you're the full works, bro. The full works.
Hmm.
But I
Hmm.
but I wanted to earlier when you said something about the Seventh Day, the Dominica Seventh Day Adventist secondary, which is now the Alpha Waldron, the Alpha
Yes.
Waldron Seventh Day. secondary. I think that's what it's called. Right.
After
I
Academy.
Academy, that's it. Yeah, I remember personally working when I worked in the Northern District as a youth officer. I remember going to that school on a regular basis. And everybody there knows that I am a very staunch Catholic and I love my faith and I live out my faith to the best of my ability. But I will say that there was not once that I was not embraced or welcomed into that school to
Yes,
do
yes.
what I went to do. And I remember a year, the school actually gave me an award as
Wow.
for my contribution to youth work in the community and in the district. And I always remember that, and that always motivated me and helped me to see, look, we can work with everybody, which is what you were saying earlier, that we can work with everybody, and that
Yes, yes.
regardless of our biases or allegiances, maybe our faith or political persuasions, those things should not prevent us from working with people on a whole. So I just wanted to, I wanted to sort of ensure that I captured that point, because that's the point that you were making, that even while you were not part of their worship community, you could say, or you were not part of their fold at that time, you were worshiping as as a Catholic in a different faith.
I'm
They,
getting some feedback. I don't know.
okay, so I'm not sure what kind. I don't hear anything. I'm hearing some like a radio or
Hold on.
something.
Hold
I
on.
don't. Yeah,
Give me a second.
probably somebody in your where you are is there. They're probably listening. All right, guys, just give him some time. Give him some time. Let him return to us, and once he does, we will bring him back on. Probably somebody in his house wants to listen as well, and so he's getting some feedback from probably another room. That's most likely what's happening. But it's definitely a pleasure having Nabi, and as you can tell already, he has such a story to tell, and his passion is sports. Yeah, yes. So you are you back with us now? Are you
Okay,
good?
I'm back.
Yes, awesome. I hope the feedback is a bit less now for
Yes, the
you.
feedback is better.
Okay,
Yes.
great. Yeah, to the folks who are viewing, I want to say to you all, welcome.
Yes, it's out. It's cut off.
All
Yeah.
right. Drop us a comment. Let us know that you guys are listening. Tell us something. Tell Nabi good night. Tell me hello. Say something. Let us know that you guys are viewing and also listening. And of course, if you have any questions that you might want to ask going forward, or comments that you might want to make, go right ahead. We most likely I'll be able to get some of them and show them as well on the screen, and probably address some of them. All right, as we go through. So thank you, Nabs. So you say currently you work as a sports officer in the Northern District. How has that been for you, and how long have you been working as a sports officer?
Okay, well, that is a tremendous experience. I really want to
Yeah.
say thank you to Mr. Trevor Schilling for the sports coordinator in the sports division, for
Mm-hmm.
affording this opportunity to me and to the Ministry of Sports. Um, I always like to say Posse is where the best be. So once you're gonna put me in sports mode to do sports, you can
Yeah.
best be believe it. I'm bringing my energy, I'm bringing my passion behind it.
Yes,
So this
sir.
is this is a great connection,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, Portsmouth is already benefiting from it.
Yeah.
I would have begun in, was it May? Yes, I started at May, the beginning of May there, and have been
Mm-hmm.
serving since.
Okay.
It's not a, how you, it's not, how you say, and you fix,
Yeah,
how
it's
you call
not
it,
yet
appointed. It's
established.
not
You're not yet appointed in the post, but you are
right.
acting. You're
Yeah,
acting as sports officer
yes,
for the North. Okay. So let me ask you,
I'm temporary. I'm temporary in
okay.
the post.
Yes.
You yeah.
Got you. What is the district's but what are the boundaries of your district, by the way? So folks who are out there, they're watching, they probably say, no, but I want to know if he's my sports officer. Can you tell them the boundaries, like to what community? Oh, by the way, I somebody's saying good night to you. They're not telling me good night, but they're telling you good night. So that's okay. I'm not
But
calling the
that's
name.
God.
You can call the name. Yes, you can call the name. If I call the name, it's going to be a
Very,
different
very.
name.
I, I must big up God, because she has been a tremendous supporter from since I started back with Aspirers again, and
Yes.
so we are happy to have us tonight.
All
Yes,
right.
but
All
into
right.
the North District that I'm supposed to
Yeah.
oversee, it
Yeah.
goes from Capuchin all the way down to Portsmouth. And
Mm-hmm.
while I'm not directly connected with the Peebles, Thibault, Ben's quadrant, I also
Uh-huh.
it's also part of the North District. So the
Okay.
North District, you have Benz, you have Paybush, Bakers,
Mm-hmm.
Thibault, Penville, you come
Yeah.
around Capuchin, Clifton, Cottage, Savon Pie, Portsmouth. Yes, so all these. And if the weather was good, we would have these as the schools, the primary schools in those areas competing
Yeah.
tomorrow. But the
Okay.
weather
Mm.
has not been favorably,
Yeah.
so it was postponed. And then again, based on the looks of things, it looked like it's going to be
Mm-hmm.
postponed because the
Yes.
conditions are met at the Benjamin
Yeah.
Stadium.
Okay. So as we're going through, of course, I see your dad is here tonight. He's saying to you, good night. Dad is listening. I know that Mr. Murphy is very proud of you. And
Yes.
he's there to give you that support, and this is so good.
Good night,
I
Dad.
know. Yes, I like that. And then there is another person who says, great job, Coach Nabi. I don't know who is the BTS girls vibes. You would know most likely. Um, you have all your people here, all your people online tonight. That's all I know.
But
Um,
one
I
thing
don't know
I
who.
really like, you see, when I'm going working with people, I
Yeah,
always value relationships. And I believe that while I will not win everybody, I
yes,
win the majority. So when I send something out, persons usually respond. And you
yeah,
would have seen that in the numbers that have been growing from since we started with
mm-hmm,
the going to church
yes,
each quarter with the
yeah,
team, it's just getting larger and larger and larger, So I'm really thankful for the support base that I have, the
yeah,
fans. I'm really thankful for them, the parents, the guardians, the athletes,
mm-hmm.
past students. It's just wonderful, to have such a supportive group behind me.
All right, thank you so much. I will deal with Pinky in a while. You yeah, Pinky. I will deal with her in a while,
Mm.
but I will go back to you. So I want to say that I personally reached out to you because I find that I've been seeing the posts from Aspirers Athletic Club. And I know before Portsmouth had PAC, Portsmouth Athletics, um,
Yes, the Portsmought Amateur
PAA.
Athletics Club, PAC.
That's right, Portsmouth Amateur Athletics Club, and that started back then quite a while, for quite a while over the years. And then, of course, Andy and Chris
Chris,
were also part of that. But I
the
think before that,
Trailblazers.
the Coco Town boys, like the Jerome Romains, and
Mm,
you had Christy, Alcid, and all these people, they would have most likely passed through. I think it was back then, and maybe Dawn can tell us a little better. Dawn Williams,
mhm.
she's giving me trouble tonight, but it's all right. We know she's a prolific athlete, and we have a lot of respect for her and her history. And of course, she's here tonight to extend support. But yes, so I was saying that the impact of PAC, right? So you moved from PAC to Aspirers Club. Can you tell us about the
Yes,
transition there?
and there's a reason behind that. Yes, what happened is that although I would have started as an athlete myself, Andy Burkhardt was very impressed with the work that I was doing
Yes.
because I was an athlete, but I was motivating, I was encouraging. And it was he and Sharon Philogen that encouraged me to go into coaching, push into coaching.
Mm,
And that's when I would have gotten myself in SD as well. And so it was from there because when I took up the thing it just spread like wildfire. It spread
mm-hmm.
like wildfire, and persons outside of Portsmouth was picking up what we were doing, and they came and said they want to be a part of it. So
Yes.
again, because I want to be sensitive, I want to reach out to everybody. I say I
Mm-hmm.
cannot no longer keep it as a Portsmouth Amateur Athletics Club because we were attracting people from way outside of Portsmouth.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
as a result of that, we changed the name. I think it was in
Mm,
2011 thereabout. We
okay.
changed the name to the Aspirants Athletics Club.
2011.
Yes.
You know, I honestly can't, I didn't realize that the name was that old, to be honest. I thought it was more recent that Aspirers was actually the name. I always just knew of PAAC,
Well,
Portsmouth
why you
Amateur
didn't
Club.
hear the name prior to that
Yeah.
is because I was out for about a decade. I was out for
Okay.
about
Yeah.
10 years,
That's true.
and
Yeah.
the individual who I would have left, in charge in
Uh-huh.
my absence, he migrated as well, and then as a result of that, the club went dormant, and it
Yes.
was Honorable
Yeah,
Fenella
you
Wenham Shepherd that reached out to
yeah.
me and said, "But Nabi, you outside there, you building up everybody. I'm still here. Yes, you building up everybody, but what about your country? You know, it's time for you to return home and come and invest back in Dominica,
Yeah.
come and invest back in
Yes.
Cocotown."
Yes.
So I
Mm.
thought about it, I prayed about it, and I
Yes.
accepted it. I accepted. I said, I'm
Okay.
stepping in faith. And she said,
Yes.
we have to do this thing by faith. I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying I'm leaving a good job because I was getting
Yes.
5,000 EC plus, and you're telling me I'm coming into nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
My mom was a little shaky, in me coming. She said, "My
Of
son,
course.
or you can leave
Yeah.
what you can see for what you can see." Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
So I tell her
Yes.
this is an
Those
act of
months are like
faith,
that.
and I'm going to take
Mm-hmm.
it. And if it's the Lord's will that the right door would open. And then she said, "Okay, son, you have my blessings, you have my support." And I went, and yeah, I started out on the NEP. Um,
Yeah.
Honorable Finella got me on the NEP, working through her office, and then Mr. Trevor Shillingford in the sports division, seeing what I am doing in Portsmouth and the traction that it was
Mm-hmm.
having. Have reached out to me when a position became available in the sports division for a sports officer to apply for the position, and I was really thankful that
Mm-hmm.
I could have gotten that position because it helps me to have a better impact on the people,
Yes.
better
Yes.
impact, and at the same time, you're
Yeah.
doing all of that while you're not in it for the money. Finances is very important. You
Mm-hmm.
know, you need to put something in your stomach. You have to have something over your head. Close to
Yes.
where.
Yes.
So I was very, very thankful, that I could have moved out from the NEP program and
Mm-hmm.
to the, being a sports officer within the
So,
sports division.
well, this is really your calling, as we said earlier, and I found it rather. It's not ironic. I think it's just
Mhm.
almost like fate. It's like destiny that you grew up in Coco Town, got beaten for being in the park, and
Yes,
today your profession, your whole life, actually your vocation is taking you to the park. That's where you
back
make your
to
daily
back.
bread, and
Yes,
that's where you
yes,
inspire so many people to aspire to, as you say, to success and to aspire
yes,
to
yes,
a
yes.
mindset of success and champions mindset. And we will talk a little bit about the champions mindset. But I wanted to go, since you referenced her, the power rep, Mrs. Shepherd, Fenella
Mhm.
Wenham Shepherd, and as well as earlier we saw Miss Dawn Williams, my classmate, my friend. She's giving me a hard time, but it's all right. Um, I want to show something that you had on your page, which says Aspirers Queens,
Yes.
Aspirers Queens. And when you say they are Aspirers Queens, can you tell the folks why? And maybe let's just lay the foundation that,
Hmm.
and a lot of these young people probably have not known Don Williams.
Hmm.
They're very young. They probably may have heard the name sparsely, but have not quite known the history of Don Williams. Is there anything you can tell people about these two individuals and how they have been, um, how they become Aspirers Queens? Why are they
Okay.
Aspirers Queens today? Yeah.
Well, first of all, I am a strong advocate for having an attitude of gratitude.
Hi, Mama.
Okay, and
Yes.
that is where I would have looked at them as aspirers queens.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, when I started back with aspirers, Don was one of the very first sponsors. Well, we say adopters. I would say
Yes.
adopters.
Yeah.
I put forward an initiative there from Fabian Honorary,
Mm-hmm.
to get an adopt an athlete program going. And Don was one of the very first ones outside of Fabian and myself who came on board and support. And
Mm.
since then, Don has just been fueling, fueling. She said, Nabi, I remember when I was myself, I was barefooted and was
Yes.
somebody gave me a spikes. And she
Mm-hmm.
remembered what was done for her. And now she
Yeah.
wants to give back. And that played so
Excellent.
nicely
Excellent.
into the message that the pastor preached to the student athletes yesterday, where he
Mm-hmm.
said, don't forget where you come from, and
Excellent.
turning back to say thank you. Turning
Mm-hmm.
back now when you become a star, when you become somebody outside there, to
Mm-hmm.
invest in somebody else. And
Yes.
that is why I see Dawn as a queen. So I dubbed her one of our queens.
I
Then look
love
at
that.
Honorable Finella.
Mm-hmm.
Persons have all kind of things to say about politicians, but I
Yeah.
myself, I don't have time to worry them. I
Right.
look at what stands out in an individual,
Mm-hmm.
what I
Mm-hmm.
can work with. You
Right.
understand? And Honorable Finella, very humble beginning, and
Mm-hmm.
before she go into the politics, she was a member of the Aspirers Athletics Club when the
Yeah.
name changed, and she was a secretary working within the club. And then
Mm-hmm.
from there, I pushed her to go into the Dominica Athletics Association, where again
Yeah.
she served as secretary and then vice president. Then she moved on to now she's now serving as the general secretary in the Dominica Olympic Committee.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so she would tell others, and that's where I say, remember where you come from. She would not
Mm-hmm.
shy away from telling people, I am where I am today in the sport because of Nabi Wallace.
Mm-hmm.
So when it's my turn to blow her trumpet, I am
Yeah.
going to tell people I am back in Dominica, investing in my homeland because of Queen Finella. All
Okay.
right. So these two ladies, I dub them as queen because of their level of gratitude, how I see them giving back. You
And
understand?
so
Mhm.
so so Madame Dawn, you're a queen, Papa.
Royalty. Wear your crown with pride.
But it's long time she's a queen.
Yes.
And of course, Mrs. Shepherd, what I call her, people call her Fino, Finella. It's not out of disrespect. We've known her, all these years. I've known
Yes.
Finella as a young girl. She will often tell you that Miss Paul drag her to drag her to camps very early. She was the youngest. Her mom gave her permission because she was going with me and brought her to all these leadership trainings and so on. So she will share those things. So these are two people I know. I've known over the years. Dawn, I went to school together with Don and I have been good friends for years, even if distance has sort of pulled us, to different places over the years because of life and everything. But I've known Don, and you said something about Don and being barefooted. She got spikes, and she did not want to use spikes. By the way, she just wanted to run
Yep.
without spikes all her life. She wanted, and she could kill any race barefooted. She could do that. She did it and she won tremendous. I mean, it took her to Olympics in Atlanta. If
Yes.
people didn't
Yes.
know,
Yes.
Don
Yes.
Williams
Yes.
from Little Portsmouth, um, directed by Pac back then in the days, being
Mhm.
trained with people or getting support from people um, like like what's his name, Mr. Alcide and all these people, and then getting to that point where she could fly the flag of Dominica along with our dear Jerome Romain, two people from Portsmouth. And these are things, while she may not have meddled in athletics, but it's
Mhm.
something that we must take note of. That
Well, she
these
medaled at
people.
the Carifta level because
There we go. Yeah,
when Lou and Gabriel would have won the first gold medal that I dubbed it first gold medal, but she
yeah.
was quick to correct me and said, "No, Nabs,
Okay,
I was the first one that won the gold medal on the female side." But so
that's
I
crazy.
had to retract that statement and correct
Yes,
myself that
yes.
Luan won the first gold medal in the sprint event, but it was
Okay,
Don who brought that first gold medal
first
for us
goal.
on the track, and it was in the 800 at the Carifta Games.
No, no, these
So
are
it,
things that really
mm,
that should be documented so well,
oh
and that
yes,
our young people should know these stories as a source of motivation. Because I mean, now we're celebrating because, of course, we love Thea, and we're grateful that she as well is flying our flag and at that level as well. But we must remember the people who started on the hard patch.
trailblazers.
Yeah, the trailblazers, and they didn't have all the great amenities that some people
Yes,
in the big countries
absolutely.
have, and they made tremendous contributions to athletics. And the North has always been extremely good and extraordinary, actually, in
Yes.
sports on a whole, but also athletics. And that's why I say two out of how many, not too many, who have made it to Olympics came from Portsmouth. And of course,
Yes, yes, yes.
I should say, if I say three, I think there was a Hermin Joseph or something from Vegas area, and Don can probably tell us better.
Don will have to
The
help us on that
distance
one.
between. Yes, with that one. I think I remember that
uh,
some third person had gone to athletics with them, or probably
well, we
ran with
also
them
had a
somewhere.
Marilyn
Yeah,
Joseph
from the north.
that Andy
Yes.
Burkhardt would have made me work with. Again, she was so small.
Yeah,
So I was a young coach at that time. I would have trained
that's
her.
right.
She went to the Athens Olympics. Yes, she
Okay.
represented us there in a long
Here we
distance
go.
as
So,
well.
we may be small,
Yeah.
but I think, as the Jamaicans would say, we talawa.
Talawa. Yes.
Yes, we small, but we talawa, right? So, and I think aspirers now has a certain kind of injection that it's kind of rushing through the community and through the north, the
Oh
district
yes.
furthermore.
Oh
And
yes.
so
Oh
let's get
yes.
into the heart of aspirers. We know who the
Mm-hmm.
supporters are. We see them. Okay, look, Dawn is clarifying for us and confirming rather that yes, I was correct. That is Hermine Joseph. I don't know why I remember that, but thank God for memory. And she's the sister of Pastor Joseph, Pastor Bernard Joseph. Hermine Joseph is his sister, and
Yeah.
she was a third who went to the Olympics in the time of Dawn and Jerome Roman, our very dear two athletes that we're super proud of, and we'll always be very proud of over the years. So yeah,
Yeah.
um, so yes, so let's get into deeper into Aspires Athletics Club. I've been blown away, as I said, by what I see on social media, and I know, pictures, videos. People can say that is exaggerating, but what I've seen some things that
Mm.
that that's they're so pronounced from what you have been doing that is what captivated me and wanted me to reach out and say, Nabi, let's talk about Aspirers and what you're doing. So can you tell us a little in terms of the composition of Aspirers? um, who do you target? I see you have under sevens, age range, and so on. So just give us a little bit of sort of background and placement of Aspirers Club, please.
Okay. When I accepted to return, when Honorable Finella, when
Yeah.
Shepherd, when invited me, I came in with a plan. How am I going to rebuild? How am I going to start
Mm-hmm.
over? Because it's going to be
Mm-hmm.
a fresh start. And
Yes.
what I decided to do is that I spoke to her. I want to target the primary schools. I want to look at grade 5 and grade 6, go in
Mm-hmm.
and evaluate them and start with that under 15 age group.
Yeah.
So she reached out to the principals. I called them, and I was able to come in and evaluate the students, grade 5 and grade 6. They gave me about what 6 sessions to do it. So I do
Mm-hmm.
2 events per session, and then I found the athletes there. And then we began. It was July 8th. We began. I would have invited what was it, about 30 of them that I found, and
Yeah.
I think about 18 showed
Mm-hmm.
up
Mm-hmm.
at the first session. Then I tell you, when you see God touch something, you have to just step aside and let Him do His work.
Yes.
So
Yes.
while I was targeting that young group only, the news started to spread already. Persons were seeing what was happening. So this is not a two show, two flam business going
Mm-hmm.
where the person come in and you don't see them after a while. Um, they saw consistency and they saw
Mm-hmm.
the development that was coming. And as a result, now we moved from that under 15, under 13 target group that I was working with, and the older athletes started to
Yeah.
come. Why I did not target the older athletes is because it's very difficult. When you see
Mm-hmm.
individuals are set in their ways, it's very
Yeah.
difficult to break them and change them. So
That's
I
true.
don't go to work with older athletes first. Once I start with you young and you become small, then it's easy. Like we have
Mm-hmm.
Lou and Gabriel is now coming back into the club, and I have
Yeah.
no problem with her.
Mm-hmm.
Easy transition because I got her from age 12, and I would have
Yes.
spent have found years with her. So now she
Mm-hmm.
coming back. It was a smooth transition. So it's from under seven, and we go all the way up to masters. One morning, I went out to do a little exercise with the
Yeah.
person I'm residing with, and then some elder person saw us and decided, "Hello, could we train with you? Can we do this morning exercise with you?"
Yeah.
And I told him, "Okay." Then I took the name. I stole the name from a good friend, Mrs. Jeffers in St. Kitts. She have a group there. They call Morning Movers. So I said,
Okay.
wow, I love that name. Moving in the
Yeah.
morning. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I took that name, and then the Morning Movers, started to move. Yes, it started to grow as well.
It
But
grew. I
again,
saw photos. Yeah.
but the workload became again too much for me,
Yeah.
especially
Yeah.
taking on, the sports officer role. So I asked
Mm-hmm.
somebody else to take it on for me. Again,
Okay.
without if you don't have a Nabi passion in you, there you can make the things last. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
it was not able to be sustained.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
The morning movers. So that is the age group. That's the size of the group.
Yeah, we're having a little bit of a hang up here. I'm hoping that the internet will cooperate with us a little more. Have a little bit of freezing there, Nabs, but I'm hoping that your service can cooperate as much as mine as well. Stay
You were
with us,
saying
folks. Nabi's here.
something?
Yeah, we just had a bit of a sort of like a lull, you could say, with the internet. But speak. Hopefully, I can hear you again. Your video has kind of paused a little, so. Mhm. You there? All
I'm
right. So
still
stay.
here.
Okay, go ahead. All right. So we're having a little bit of technical difficulties there on Nabi's side. Hopefully, his internet will cooperate. I can see your video a bit better. So go ahead, talk.
Okay, yes. So I said that the target group is
Mm-hmm.
under seven all the way up to masters category, and you can see from our Facebook page because
Yeah.
I do believe that when you're doing something, while you're not trying to blow your trumpet or
Yeah.
brag or anything, but
Mm-hmm.
selling the work, promoting the work, marketing
You
what you
have
do
to.
is
You
very
have to.
important.
Yeah.
And social media are going to reach where we cannot reach.
True.
Like when we want sponsorship, we want help. We need to market what we are doing, so that
Mm-hmm.
persons will take interest. Do their background check, whatever they need to do, and then they'll
Yeah.
say, okay, yes, this is something we can invest in. Like when you look at
Mm-hmm.
tropical shipping, Shem there from Portsmouth, and put me in contact with the lady there, the general manager of the in the area,
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Ira Gray, Mustard Grave, and
Yeah.
they came on board. They told me to write up the proposal, what we need, and before I knew it, she sent it off to the U.S. because the U.S. had to vet everything and do
Yeah.
their own background check. And after they did that, they gave us 2,500 US. And
That's a blessing.
that's a big boost to the
Yeah.
team and what we are doing because
Mm-hmm.
the finances challenges are many. When some
Mm-hmm.
persons just see the product, they see what
Yeah.
is good, looking good, but I'm
That's
not going to
true.
go and put our struggles outside there. I'll talk to people
Mm-hmm.
one on one, but we do have our struggles, and one of the
Mm-hmm.
main areas that we're struggling with that Don has come on board to help us this season is
Mm-hmm.
transportation because every
Okay.
time we have to travel outside of Portsmouth, and even when he was in Portsmouth, because just in
Yeah.
Portsmouth they had the road race and we spent over $550
Mm-hmm.
uh, just to have our athletes moving about, coming out
Yeah.
from the country into Portsmouth. So transportation is a major area where we struggle with finances. And
Mm-hmm.
Dawn has come on board this season. She pledged her support. She have already given us some support. So the
Mm-hmm.
first few competitions that we were able to go to, that is, compliments Dawn Williams and what
That's
she had done
exceptional.
for us.
That is remarkable. It's
Very much.
exceptional, and of course, it shows commitment to the sport, commitment to the development of our children, our young people. Um, I'm gonna have to come on board. Oh my God!
Adopt an athlete as well. Join the
Yes,
program.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. I think it's my responsibility
Hmm.
as somebody from the town. Actually, I've been thinking a lot about it before that. It's strange. I
Uh-huh.
saw you on Instagram, I think, and it's
Mhm.
months now. I just hadn't moved on it, but
Okay.
I thought I should reach out to you. I think the first thing here is me saying, let's talk about aspirers. Let's see how people
Yes.
outside can know a bit
Hmm.
more about what you are doing, because I
Yes.
think
Yes.
my contribution also is, let us see if people who hear about it from our community can come on board, from the diaspora can come on board and say, I want to sponsor an athlete of Aspires Club as well, and to see how there will be more growth.
Yes.
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 So you are governed by I suspect you have also an administrative team. Um, from what I saw in one of your photos here, um,
Yes.
you
As
said
some
that
of
you
the
have some
members.
parents,
Yeah.
supporters, and
Yeah.
your, is it the management team or administrative team? Can you tell us a little more, please?
Yes. Again, that's where I really love, the Lord, and I'm thankful to Him that He lets
Mm-hmm.
people come on board, to give me because I can't think about everything,
Yeah.
but when others come and share their ideas. So, Mrs. Judy LaRock came on board and said,
Yes.
"Coach, man, I seen you doing so much.
My
I think
people.
that you need help. You understand?
Yes.
You need
Yes.
help. You need a supportive team." I think that we should put together a management team for aspirers so that
Mm.
all the load is not on you. I also,
Yes.
before I even go a little further, I really want to say thank you to Coach Carriel because again,
Mm-hmm.
she was part of the morning movers and she's seen
Okay.
me doing so much. And she came forward and said, my coach, you look like you need help. Nobody coming forward to help
Mm.
you. You have all those
Mm-hmm.
children on your hand there. Would you
Yes.
like help? And I
Mm-hmm.
told her, yes, of course. I told her yes. She came on board. She looked now, she's doing level one. I pushed her to do the level one. She's now doing level one, successfully completed within
Excellent.
first degree.
Congrats.
Understand? So
Congrats.
I say thank you
Yeah.
to Coach Carriel. Yes. But
Mhm. Karen,
man,
what? What's the last name?
yeah, and Carol Andrew, Man Nichols' daughter, Mr. and Miss.
Oh, okay. Okay. Nice.
Yes,
Very
yes.
good.
When I tell you
Good.
passionate, the kind of
Yeah.
passion I want to see people helping me with. Yes,
Yeah.
she brings that. And again, I want to
Okay.
say thank you to Honorable Finella again
Mm-hmm.
because she made it possible as that
Yeah.
while she's doing her work there,
Mm-hmm.
injecting in Portsmouth, that she
Yeah.
can, something in her hand, some financial support,
Yeah.
pay
That's
for the
good.
service that she's rendering.
Mm-hmm.
So coming back to the management team,
Mm-hmm.
so we called a meeting, and I thankful again, Mrs. Larrock chaired the meeting, and before we know it, we had a team put together. Noah,
Excellent.
Maglo Andrew,
Yes.
President Kevin James,
Yes.
who
Wow.
has recently declined the position, withdrew
Mm-hmm.
from the position because of workload. He was serving as the vice president.
Okay.
We have Judy Larrock serving as the PRO.
Yeah. I can
Uh,
guess.
yes, yes, yes. You know that is an area.
Yes. That's a
I,
thing. Yeah. Yeah.
yes, I feel she'll go all the way to the Olympics if she continue
Yes.
like
Yes.
that. We have Coach Carriel,
Mm-hmm.
secretary treasurer, and then we have floor members. We have floor members, Nadia
Mm-hmm.
Larocque,
Mm-hmm.
Shanika Frank, Mr. Fillmore Joseph. Yes, so these are just some of the persons
Mm-hmm.
who are really assisting, and I'm really thankful. I'm really thankful.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
we had a little dispute there with disagreement, not dispute, disagreement, misunderstanding between ourselves and PSS when aspirants just came on board,
Mm-hmm.
and the management team had just come, into fruition there, and they were able to take the initiative, run with it, and settle the
The
situation
math.
very, very,
Excellent.
very
That's
amicably.
good. I'm happy to hear that. I'm very
Yes, yes,
happy to hear that
yes,
because
yes.
you do have PSS students who are part of
Oh,
us.
we have a lot. The
Yes.
majority of the club is PSS students.
Yes.
So we want
Yes.
to have that very good working relationship with the
Mm-hmm.
Portsmouth Secondary School.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, so on Sunday you all went. Was it Sunday gone? You all went to
Yes.
a church in
Payboot.
Paywood, was it?
Yes. Yes.
Can you? So, what was the aim of going to the church?
Uh,
And maybe how do you see it helping the organization?
well, one of the things that I observe with the generation that we are living in is
Mm-hmm.
quite a bit of young people don't go into church.
Yeah.
They don't they don't have a relationship with God. You cannot tell them about God. You invite them to church, they'll quicker go to a fete, a party, or something, but not church.
Mm-hmm.
So from a very, very early stage, when I became a coach, I said I want
Yeah.
to use the gift God give me as a means of sports evangelism, using
Yes.
this ministry of sports to evangelize people because they may not come inside the building, but we
Yeah.
can bring the church to them.
Mm-hmm.
So we always pray together, we would sing gospel together,
Very
and every
good.
quarter we go to church, and that is to
Yes.
build the spiritual aspect of the young people life. Because
Mm-hmm.
when our talent and our work here on earth is done, we are going to spend eternity somewhere. And I,
Yes.
I would tell them, I told them when we had a camp there in December, I said I want us to have an eternal camp because the camp was so good they didn't want to go home. We're like, so I said, okay, well, there is coming a day where a camp is going to be, and it's going to be eternal. But that
Mm-hmm.
camp is next to Jesus' side. So you
Yes.
have to get to know him, fall in love with him, grow in love with him, so that
Yeah.
we can have that eternal camp where we'll be in each other's presence forever. You
So
understand?
it's not just doing sports here and
No,
that's it,
no,
but working towards the actual ultimate sport that we have to be doing, which is, as St. Paul says, run the race to the finish. He
that's
says
right.
that right in the scriptures
That's
that we
right.
should
That's what he
run.
said.
He references athletics, in the scriptures. So I
Yes.
find it very interesting that you coined the term sports evangelism, because
Yes.
I didn't see it as that's what one of the aims of the organization.
Yes.
But people are open to it. Are people? Do you get resistance? People saying I don't want to go to any church. Do you get that kind of
Well,
thing?
I had a bit of resistance in the beginning,
Yes.
um,
Yeah.
because again, not going to put any religion out there. Just going to speak general. Um,
Mm-hmm.
that religion don't feel that we should go in that religion, and I said, but this is where the problem is. We are
Mm-hmm.
doing the devil's work because he
Yeah.
wants us to be divided. The devil doesn't want God people to come together, But
Yeah.
while me and you may not bring able to bring God's people together the way we should be together,
Mm-hmm.
I know there's coming a day when the trumpet is going to blow and
Oh
God
yeah.
will bring his people together.
Yes. Yeah.
And you're not going to say Catholic come, you're not going to say Baptist come, you're not going to say
Mm-hmm.
Adventist come. You're going to say,
Mm-hmm.
my children, come unto me.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
understand? So
So so
I say, why not get into a little dress rehearsal down here? No. You understand? Get in a little
prepare.
dress rehearsal. There are
Yeah.
certain aspects of our worship that we do not see eye to eye, we do not share, we do not believe.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
where we believe, where we share commonality,
Let's
I
connect.
believe we can come together and
Yeah.
pray. We can
Yeah.
come together and worship.
Yeah, and
You
that's a
understand?
bigger picture. Obviously, this is
Yes.
a bigger picture when we think about our society. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you live in a community. Of course, you know of the challenges that exist, even the
Yes.
negatives, and we're not going to be listing them. But we
Yes.
know what exists in the community that can be better, that should not be existing now. And so, we understand the importance of countering these with the positive. And so, even if we have differences, yes,
Yes.
um,
We'll
we
have.
should all try to come together and work together towards something positive, something
Yes.
good, something wholesome. So all
Yes.
these children, all these adults, you see from under seven all the way to masters, these people are coming from different homes. They have different
Yes.
backgrounds. They have
Yes.
different orientations,
Yes.
and they have to come together now to
Mm-hmm.
actually do sports and to work together, even when they are so different. And so sports evangelism is not merely, oh, let's go to that church and let's
No.
pray together, but also let us come together, let us unite, let us commune,
Yes.
as
Yes.
scripture says, let us commune, let us assemble. The
Yes.
Bible says, do not abandon or do not forsake the assembly. Of
Of
course, it was talking about the church,
yourself.
but assembly can also
Mhm.
be, let's never forget that we are a community and we need to connect. And so
Yes.
with
Yes.
people like Dawn coming on and saying, I want to help, that's community, that's
Mhm.
communing. With the
Yes.
parrot reaching out to you and say, Nabi, we need your effort, we need your help. Come and help us in this country, and you come and you give your all. That is community. With
Yes.
the parents saying, I will send my child. I want my child to be a part of this. That is community.
Yes.
This year is community. Look at that. Look
Ay,
at
ay,
that.
ay.
Look at that.
Beautiful. That was
That is as
seniors and youths coming together.
here we go. Here we go.
Yes.
Here
Yes.
we go.
Yes.
On the Benjamin's Park.
On the
Yeah.
Benjamin's back. The
That
same
picture
thing like the
says
blows for.
so much. Yes.
Yes.
That picture says so much.
Hmm.
Somebody's calling. I guess that's John Bromant. I have his number, so I see who's calling.
Yeah.
Maybe he wants to say something
Let's
to
go.
us.
Let's listen up.
So let's see. Hi, John. Good evening. Can you hear him, Nabi?
Yes. Yes.
Go ahead, John.
How you doing?
I'm good, thank
I
you.
want to congratulate Navi and the crew.
Yes.
Job well done. I think years gone by, we had a vibrant athletic club, which died along the way.
Mhm.
And for the past year and a half, almost two, we're going for our second anniversary. Mr. Wallace, Coach Navi, has been doing a tremendous job. And I want to say congratulations to him.
Yes.
And keep up the good work. We are at his back every day, and we will keep supporting him every day that he works.
Love it. Excellent. Thank you so much, John. I appreciate that. And it's nice hearing you, of course. It's really good. I know you're a man who have always been interested in sports over the years when you went to PSS. And it's good that you're still so keen and so interested and you're extending your support to Nabi and to the Aspirers Club today.
And his daughter is a part of us
And
as well.
I bet he has a child in there. I bet he has a child in
Yep,
there.
yep, yep.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you so much. Thanks for calling. And we didn't know we could get a call, but you did. You made it happen. So thank you
Yes.
so much.
All right.
All right. Take good care, man. Bye bye.
And something I wanted to
All
stick
right,
in there
great.
Yeah.
as well says is that
Yes.
I took ill again. I
Yes.
was Curacao and I took ill again. When you see you don't follow God's path, God's word,
Yeah.
He has
Yes.
to discipline you. He could have called me home, but he gave me another chance to come back again, and I'm really
Mm-hmm.
thankful, making the most out of it.
Yes.
But
Yes.
in that illness, I went into a coma, and in the
Oh.
coma, I saw a vision. The doctors wanted to tell me it's hallucinating. I was hallucinating, but the
Mm-hmm.
vision was so clear. I was There's a certain sound that I heard within the vision. There were white horses marching, and these persons dressed in white on the horses, and they was
Mm-hmm.
blowing a specific tune on the trumpet. And
Mm-hmm.
since then, I have learned that tune. So when I come back home to serve now, I said our
Yeah.
spiral symbol is going to be the trumpet. So
Ah.
you see me blowing the trumpet there, but
Yes.
it has much more behind that, and it started
Mm.
with a vision
Yes.
I caught in Curacao, where I saw these white horses, sky opened, and these
Mm-hmm.
white horses marching in unison, and that sound was being played as the
Yes.
sky opened and the horses were coming down. And then I saw
Okay.
it was like dark lights,
Yes.
lights was just going up to meet these
Mm-hmm.
horses marching
Mm-hmm.
in the air. I tell you, that shiver me. That
This
shivered.
is
You
this is
understand? Yeah.
that is very deep. I have seen photos of you, and it's a pity I don't have one now.
Mhm.
Blowing the trumpet. But if people go
Yes.
on the Aspirers sports
Mhm.
athletics club, sorry, they will see where you have that long trumpet
Yes.
blowing. And
Yes.
for me,
Yes.
I just thought it was the fun of it. I know you're an excitable person, and so you're just doing that. But now you're connecting and a personal
Yes.
experience you had
Yes.
before you came home to
Mhm.
actually get into doing that particular
Yes.
thing that you're doing now with the Aspirers Club, and the trumpet was very much vivid and very much part of your, you could say, your journey
Yes.
from that point to now. So that
Mhm.
is good. Thanks for sharing that as well, and thank God you didn't go beyond the coma, because we're happy to have you back
Yes.
here in the
Yes.
land, back doing
Yeah.
the things that we know you are very great at. Hmm.
Yes. 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 And
So
I even want to say
mhm.
a thank you there one time, to Mr.
Yes,
Brendan Williams. I
okay,
think that leadership in the right position is very important. And
definitely.
when I would have come back home, he
Hmm.
is now serving as the president within the Athletics Association. The way he
Yes.
welcomed me as well, that was so very, heartwarming,
Mm.
was encouraging.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
within 2 tours, he saw the work, and that was something that Sharon Philligan, when she was president, did.
Yes, yeah.
You reward your coaches when they are working. You
Mhm.
understand? And before I knew it, I'm just a few months home, and I am going to the Carifta Games as the head
Yes.
coach for Dominica. Now, I really have to say thank you to Mr. Brent
Yes.
Williams and the Dominic Athletics Association executive, because this is how you encourage people. When you see them working, you fuel
Mhm.
that. You fuel that.
Mhm.
And I think how Dominica did that when Luan was in her prime, when
Yeah.
she was shining, and
Mhm.
not break that chemistry that was going on there, Luan would have been our first gold medal for Dominica.
Mm.
I am
Yes.
convinced about that. You
Yeah.
understand?
And
She would
yeah.
have started at the age group level. She was dominating at the age group level. Then she
Mhm.
started to dominate at the Carifta level. And then the next level was supposed to be the world youth, the world
Yeah.
juniors. So I said,
Mhm.
take time to get her through that transition. They didn't
Mhm.
listen to me at the time. But now
Okay.
we also have a very good president in the Olympic Committee too that works very well with
Yes.
me, Mr.
Yes.
Dr. You
Yes.
understand? So
Mhm.
I'm just thankful. I say, boy, Lord, this is the best time for me to be home.
Okay.
Brendan, president, Doctoral President, Trevor Shillingford as a
Sports
sports
coordinator.
coordinator. I
Mhm.
mean, these are people, they reward performance. You
Yes.
understand? They
Mhm.
reward performance. They thrive on performance, and they give me the opportunity because they see that Nabi is pushing the work.
I'm
And I think
happy. I'm
yes,
sorry. I'm happy to
I'm
see how
trusting.
you
Hold on,
can.
I was just saying, I'm trusting that this does not bring coaches
Mhm.
down, but it encourages
Yes.
them. And,
Yeah.
let us try to not just emulate Nabi, Coach Nabi, but let us try to
Mhm.
even surpass what he's doing. So then the iron will sharpen the iron. The
That's it.
competition will be richer, and
Mhm.
Dominica will get better athletes for it.
Yes, I like how you, I was about to say, I like how you are able to bring community. the
Hmm.
entire, to canvas then the
Yes.
community that
Hmm.
feeds Aspirers Club,
Yes.
athletics club. So it's not merely Coach Nabi and a few handful of people here and there, but I'm seeing a broader picture now, a
Yes.
picture
Yes.
that
Yes.
takes the club to its parent body, you could say, which is the
Yes.
athlete,
Athletics Association.
the Athletics Association led by Mr. Doctor. Of course, we
And
know Mr.
the
Doctor
Athletics
very,
Association by Brendan Williams and the
and
Olympic
Brendan
Committee
Williams,
of
sorry, and
the
the
Athletics.
Olympic Committee. That's right, yes.
Yes.
And these two gentlemen, they have been doing tremendous work.
Very, very much.
We
Yes.
see their work in and
Hmm.
out of Dominica, and just
Hmm.
the passion and the commitment. I've listened to Mr. Doctor talk about athletics and just how passionate he is about seeing athletes, move from one level to another and
Yes.
committing so
Yes.
much of the resources of the Olympics Committee to the community, to the nation. And so it's great when you can connect all these, the
Yes.
various, you could say, tentacles, you could say,
Mm.
of
Yes.
of 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 um of the body that
Mhm.
allows aspirers to thrive. And then of course we can take it down to the grassroots, where you
Yes.
have the membership, but you also have parents. Can you
Yes.
speak a little about parents, and how they've been supporting Aspirers Club? And we heard one parent a while ago through the
Uh-huh.
testimony of John Brumant, and he's
Yes.
listening. He called in, and that was wonderful. And he said he's committing his support to the club. And so, tell us a bit about you. You mentioned Judy Larrock. I can personally say that I've been watching pictures, and I can't believe this is the same Al that I saw when I was home. When I left home, when I left home,
uh,
Al was he's everybody know he's tall and like a giant for his
uh,
age, but what he was he was bigger in body. And now I see
yeah.
Al like looking like a real athlete in terms of his build.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I'm saying,
Yes.
whoa, that is a big transformation. And I told that to his
Yes.
mom, like this is such a transformation. So parents are involved. Tell us a little bit more about parental involvement and how you want to probably impact other parents, even in other parts of Dominica, who have children doing sports. What would you say to them, please?
Yes. Well, while the other clubs are watching us when we come, because we always have the parental support, I'm going out for the competitions. Yes, but the
Sorry, my
parents.
mom.
Okay. Yes.
Nabi,
Sometimes it's just what you say there.
sorry, sorry,
You Lord of mercy. What child you gotta make there again? Tell us.
sorry, folks.
Give us.
Sorry, that's my
Behave
mom.
yourself. Yes.
So Nabi has a nice name. She's going to give
Uh.
that name to her last child. I am the last child. I am the last
Yes.
child. I don't know where she's going with that.
So I don't know when
Anyway,
she gonna do it.
that was a nice little laugh.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes.
Tell
So
us about the
anyway,
parents.
yes. So that is something that I really try to push as well,
Yeah.
because I believe that the parents should be their child number one fan, not the
Mm-hmm.
coach, not an
100%.
outsider. You, the
Mm-hmm.
parent, have to be the
Mm-hmm.
child number one fan. So when they
Agreed.
see mommy, daddy, granny, uncle, auntie, nene, and awe, like they know I like to say,
Mm-hmm.
they're supporting. It gives them another, something inside that
Yes.
I, as the coach, cannot give them. You
Yes.
understand? So I love the parental support. Where I would like
Agreed.
to see even more, a greater effort, is like what I saw yesterday, um, when we went to Paybush. I told them we
Mm-hmm.
were coming with over 70 persons. I
Yeah.
put somebody in charge, a parent in charge. I tell them work with these other parents because we have quite a bit of
Mm-hmm.
athletes coming from Paybush. I tell them work with the Honorable Lakia Joseph up there, who's a PAL rep for that area. And
Yeah.
they pulled together. And again, coming back with community. They came
Okay.
together as a community.
We have a call. Let's take that. Let's take that one. We don't
Let's
want to
take
miss that one day.
it. Okay.
Hi. Good evening. Good evening. Hello.
Evening.
Yes. How are you?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Nabi, can you hear?
Yes.
Okay, lovely. We can hear you. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm not hearing you now. I can.
Hey, good night, Sir Nabs.
Good night. Good
Can you
night.
guys hear me?
Yes, we
Yes.
Hi.
can hear you clearly. This is Dawn Williams
Hi. I had
calling.
to come in. I know Moira said Moira tried to convince me, and I really don't do these, but you guys are fantastic. Nabi, thank you, thank you. And I tell you to your face every time how
Hmm.
well I Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Go right ahead. Hmm. Don't listen to your background song. Just go ahead. We're hearing you very clearly. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Hmm.
So yeah, I had a few minutes. I had to come on and say hi. Appreciate everything you guys are doing. This is a great platform.
Thank you.
I can't even hear my background. I muted you guys. But just had to reach out and say thank you for what you guys do. Um, yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And boy, one of those days you will be my guest.
Yes.
You heard that?
16 months to count, probably.
Yeah, yeah, right. I'll be on your case, so whatever. So thank you so much. We appreciate the call. I bet Nabi appreciates it.
Very
For the
much.
folks who are listening, that's the prolific athlete Dawn Williams. Yes, yes, the
Mhm.
very Dawn that we spoke about earlier, from Portsmouth, a former Olympic athlete.
Olympia.
Yes, she went to the Olympics in I can't remember the year, but it was
It was
definitely in
1990.
Atlanta,
It was
1990.
1998.
Okay, 1998 in Atlanta. Yes, it was just after we left school. So yeah, you could be right. And yeah, that was really nice hearing you, Bonte. I miss that voice. No idea that voice. Anyway,
Mhm.
that's a different story.
Mhm.
So yeah, thank you so much for calling. And Nabi appreciates the comments. Go ahead, Nabs. Hmm.
Myself, I lost where I was,
I
so you have to
know.
remind me where I was.
So you were talking on. So she said 96. That's when it was in 1996. Yeah,
96.
in
Okay.
Atlanta. Yes. So she was one of the athletes who went there. For the folks who might be joining late, and we said it earlier, but in case you didn't know, yes, that was Don Williams, the great. All right. Yeah.
For
So
parents,
yes,
I
now
was
we
talking
were
about
talking about parents and the impact of
parents.
parents
Yes. Yeah.
on and the involvement.
Mhm.
Yeah. Go ahead.
What I was saying is that we need more
Mm.
support,
Yeah.
because it's currently a handful. Like
Mm-hmm.
every time you go in something, it's always a handful, that assisting. But I do
Yes.
believe because of the number, the kind of size that
Mm-hmm.
aspires is, if we could get more parents, contributing when we have the fundraising activities and
Mm-hmm.
different things, that is directly going to be a benefit towards their child to come forward. Yesterday, I saw that on full display when we went
Yeah.
to Paybush. I would
Mm-hmm.
have let his mom
Yeah.
spearhead the luncheon, because I didn't want the athletes to go home. We were told
Right.
that there was going to be a cultural activity in
Mm-hmm.
Paybush, the
Oh,
North
yes, that's
Festival,
true.
North
Yes.
Festival. So I said,
Mm-hmm.
okay, well, let's just make it a social effect event
Mm-hmm.
one time.
Mm-hmm.
So I put together a committee up there, and Kamadi's mom would have encouraged others to come on board that committee that she had in Paybush. And before
Mm-hmm.
you know it, when I reach up there, I tell you, I see like I was in a port class hotel. The
Yeah.
amount of food there waiting for me. You understand? And I
Yes.
love my stomach, eh? I
Yeah, I
love my
know. I
stomach.
know.
I love the good food.
You
Yes.
love your food.
So I
Yeah.
didn't get one wrong. I get two wrong. I
Yeah.
went down well braced, So I was very, very thankful how
Mm-hmm.
the parents, just pull themselves together. And
Yeah.
one of the parents of the management team, encouraged them that this is the kind of energy, even when we are doing it on Portsmouth side, that is
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
currently working. I trust that they will continue working, because they are doing a good job. You understand? And even though others may
Definitely.
not come
Definitely.
on board as quickly as we want, but I know that they will continue
So we're having a bit of a challenge, a bit of a delay here in your.
and the Lord did what He had to do. He brought in Coach Carriel. He brought in Miss Gabriel.
Mhm.
He brought in Amanda.
All right, Nabs. Nabs, I want you to pause a little. Let's give the video a little bit of time.
Yes, I'm there.
Okay, good. So you were
Okay.
saying that you brought in Coach Carriel as well
Okay.
as some Gabriel. Is it Luan?
Miss Gabriel. Gabriel. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. So you were saying
Yeah, you
God
want me to
brought
talk
these
to them
people in.
again?
Yeah. No,
Yeah, I
when you
was
could
saying I'm
just
thankful
continue. Yeah.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yes. So I was very thankful that the Lord, touched these
Mm-hmm.
hearts, seeing what I'm
Mm-hmm.
doing, and they would
Mm-hmm.
have come on board, to lend their support without I having to request of it.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying, that I'm very thankful for the parents who are already serving, and I want to encourage them to continue serving. Sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
you don't even need a crowd, to get things done, because when you bring
True.
too much cook inside there, you're going to spoil the
Yeah.
soup.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
better that you just have a serious, committed steering committee, and you
Mm-hmm.
take it from there. So
Yeah.
that's how I
True.
work. I just go and I let the Lord do His thing. Yes.
Agreed. Now, do you find that you see more mothers than fathers? I know sometimes in our community we always say, "Oh, it's just women." You go to church, it's plenty women. You go to this, it's plenty, and the men are just staying back. What do you find because it's sports and a lot of boys are involved? Do you find that there are more? Do you have a good, I should say, a substantial percentage of dads showing up as well?
Not as much as I would like to see, because you have to be the, again, number one fan in your child life. You
Yeah.
understand?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So to have both parents there with you, it would mean much more. You understand? You're
Mm-hmm.
getting
Mm-hmm.
double the support. But I
Mm-hmm.
do have some very good fathers who are
Yeah.
working with the team thus far. We have Mr. Larrock, Judy's
Okay.
husband. We have Mr.
Mm-hmm.
Joseph, that is Amade and Shanti's dad. I have Dante's dad. What did they just call him? Lord, name not coming. They have
Mm-hmm.
a name, just call him there in Glanvilla. I'm
Okay.
always there, giving that financial support, and every now and again I'm
Right.
coming to support. He has two sons with us, one in,
Mm-hmm.
in RDPS and one at PSS.
Okay.
Um,
That's
there's
good.
another dad I see.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Mr. Bruman, John Bruman, who just called
Yes.
in as well.
Yes.
Maya's
Yes.
dad. I'm very, very supportive as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes. So that's just a few that can come up in my
I
head.
think I
So
saw. I think I spotted Ernie in one of the
oh
pictures.
yeah.
Ernie.
Oh, how could I forget? Ernie always there.
Ernie
Ernie
is
is
full of
always there.
energy.
I
He's a ball
myself
of
say,
energy.
Ernie is like an assistant coach. Yeah,
There we
you
go.
know you
There we
call
go.
him and he's ready.
Yes.
So he
That's
gives
good.
support as well with transportation. Sometimes
Yes.
we have to go out, and he
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't charge me the full price. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
He has
Mm-hmm.
two boys within our team.
Yes. Yes.
Sometimes bring it down. He say, Coach, I'm going to work with you. I'm
Mm-hmm.
really, really, really thankful to have
Grateful.
her.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, I'm working
Yeah,
with us.
Ernie is very committed to his boys. He's very
Oh,
committed. I've known him
yeah,
over time,
yes,
so
he
it's great
does.
to
He
see that.
does
And I
amazing.
only saw that because I've looked at some of your photos, and I was
Uh-huh.
able to see Ernie in his red T-shirt because Aspirers
Yes, yes,
color is
yes,
red.
yes,
So
yes,
I've
yes,
seen him in his.
yes.
I was like, Ernie,
Mm.
So it's
And he
it's really
doesn't miss.
good. Yeah.
That should have been the top name on the list, eh? Ernie does not miss. Yes, and
Sometimes, man, that sometimes
you have
that.
a little champion there, Zidane. He's one of
Yes.
those we have
Yes.
selected for Curacao. I hope we can get
Okay,
to talk to Curacao as well.
that's
Yes,
great.
and based on who he's jumping right now,
Uh
once
huh.
that primary school finals come around, I believe Zidane
Yeah.
will be
So
breaking
he's
the
a
video boys.
jumper.
Yes, he's a jumper.
Is it high
That
jump or long jump?
he's long jump and a high jump, very good.
Both of them?
But
That's amazing.
yes, yes, but his main thing that he's striving in most at this
Yeah.
time, the
Mm-hmm.
long jump. The
Okay.
record is 402, 403 thereabout, and
Mm-hmm.
his best so far in training, he just
Yes.
did over the weekend, was 470, 470. So that
Okay.
that is that's a big
Yes.
mashup there to that
Okay.
record.
So see that he falls in what age category? Is it under 13?
Under 13, yes, he's in the under
Okay.
13.
Okay. That's great.
Yes. The
That's very good.
youngest athlete we have going so far on the team to Curacao, and
Mm-hmm.
he is adopted. The person who adopted him is Joan Paul.
Oh,
She
my
has,
Joni.
yes, she's
Yes. She must
again.
be.
You see why media is important, because if we
Yes.
wasn't sharing this thing on social media, she would not have
Yeah.
known about us.
Okay.
Yes,
So
yes,
she would be.
yes.
She must be really, really proud of
Oh,
Zidane as is the child that she's sponsoring.
yes. Oh, yes. She's very proud.
That's great. Is
Very
he in this
proud.
photo here? I don't know. I just pull up a
Um,
photo.
no, no, no. You have to
Okay.
go. If you go in the album, because the
Mhm.
albums you're going through right now.
No, no. I just had that earlier. I just
Oh,
randomly
okay,
picked a photo. Yeah, I just wanted to have a few of your photos
okay.
spotted. Yeah, so it's unfortunate. I don't want to like open too many stuff because of the
I got
internet.
you.
So,
I
yeah,
got you. I
but
got you.
yeah, that's great to know. And so Zidan is somebody we have to watch and root for,
Oh,
and
very much.
along with all the others, of course, all the other
Oh, yes,
children.
yes, yeah.
Yes, that's really
I try my best with God's help and those who support me to
mm-hmm.
reach every single one of them. But like
Yes.
I said, it's just like God, when He came there,
Mm-hmm.
He want to win all His children back. He want all of us to come back to Him. But
Sure.
because He has given us free will, we have the choice whether we're going to follow or not. So it's the
That's
same
it.
thing as the coach. I want to push everybody to be the very best, but it's not
Mm-hmm.
everybody want it. You understand?
Sure.
Some person just come for the social aspect of it. Some persons for recreation. Some persons skip
And and
foot.
and
Some
maybe that's fine. Maybe
community.
that's fine. If you think
Yes,
about it, maybe that's fine
that,
because
that is that true. That true.
yeah,
Yeah.
while
Yes.
you the goal is to let us see how we can get as many top
Mm-hmm.
athletes as possible,
Yes.
but let
Mm-hmm.
us be real about it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, just they coming to the club and being a part of that community, they learn
Mm-hmm.
teamwork, they learn how to respect other people, they learn social skills that nobody can give them when they sit in their room on their gadget just playing games or not interacting with anybody. When they're out there in the club, even if they're not top athlete or they don't become an Olympian tomorrow, but the fact that they have that experience and they're getting that experience, these are skills that they're learning that they can apply them in probably administration later of sports,
Mm-hmm.
probably as a coach, maybe not as one of the athletes going out there. So it's just all these things that you are shaping lives in such a way that it's
Mm-hmm.
unlimited, truly. It's
And
unlimited.
as you said, that something just came to me there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we had an athlete. I was going down the road. I did not know it was an
Mm-hmm.
athlete. I saw
Mm-hmm.
this beautiful girl as I was walking. I said, "Wow, this girl is beautiful. She's looking fit." So, but
Yes.
I try not to I try not to stare at the person,
Yeah,
to make
yeah,
them
yeah.
comfortable. Then I hear the person bawl out, "Sanabe!" When I look, it was Kelma Sabroch.
Okay.
Kelma Sabroch, a past athlete I would have worked with uh,
Mm.
at the Dominica Seventh Day Adventist Secondary School when they were under.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we held each other, we hugged each other for quite a while.
Yeah, yeah.
And she said, "But sir, I'm seeing the work that you are doing, and I am so pleased because I know how you would have drilled us. I am the young lady today because you
Mm-hmm.
instill discipline, you
Here we go.
instill in setting goal." I mean, she just started to tell me everything.
Yeah.
And she said, "I saw you have that Adopt an Athlete program going on. I would like to join that program." And
Mm.
right there, she told me, "I want to take up an athlete." And she wants a
Okay.
jumper because she herself is a jumper. So I gave her
Okay.
Shante Joseph. You know,
Wow.
So right
Wow.
there, yes, she said, hopefully, God's willing, the competition take place Friday. She's going to
Yes.
come to be introduced to Shante.
I think this is great.
Yes,
You'll have to tell us what it entails to adopt an athlete, and maybe because there might be other people out there who are saying, "Wow, that's interesting. Probably I can adopt an athlete." So if somebody wants to adopt an athlete, what does it take? Can you tell us? What do we need to do? What are the processes that probably one has to follow, and etc. Mm-hmm.
okay. Well, the main thing that why we launched the Adopt an Athlete is because
Mm-hmm.
we have what you have your registration fee to
Yeah.
become a member, and then you have monthly subscriptions that must be paid.
Mm-hmm.
So the
Okay.
monthly subscription really goes, the transportation sucks it all up,
Mm-hmm.
takes us all
Mm-hmm.
away, and it still doesn't be enough.
Yeah.
So that's why again I'm happy Dawn is coming on board.
Mm-hmm.
So it is ready to cover their registration and subscription. So it
Mm-hmm.
is $200 a year. two hundred
Okay.
dollars a year that
Mm-hmm.
takes care of their registration and monthly subscription.
Okay.
Outside of that, I
Mm-hmm.
encourage the adopters that if the athletes in need of a spikes, or shoes, anything that is
Mm-hmm.
going to enhance their training and competition performance, to
Yeah.
reach out and do that. If I call upon you that we need that, we will do that. So we
Mm-hmm.
have we have some big people coming on board
Yeah.
to adopt an
Yeah.
athlete. We have somebody again that is a past athlete herself, that is Sharon Philligan. She
Okay.
was the president of the Athletics Association,
Mm-hmm.
and she came on board. She adopted Jarilia Marcel, did the registration and the subscription for her, and then
Yeah.
even went a step further to purchase a spikes. You know,
Okay.
I mean, it may look small, but it
Yeah.
is big. It's a big
Nah, that's not
you
small because
understand?
that's not
Yeah,
small at all.
yes. So
Yeah.
it is big to the athlete, it is big to the club because it
Yeah.
helps us to cushion some of the expenses as that we meet for them. So it's $200 a year, and then whatever else that the Lord leads you, lays
Mm-hmm.
upon your heart, to give these athletes to enhance their performances. That is what we ask for.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm happy to. Would you be able to tell out of your membership how many members are not yet adopted?
Whew. Well, we are over 70. We are over
Oh,
70 athletes, and I think memory serves me correct. We are about 20 adopters now.
okay, okay.
So
So
so when you
slowly
do
but
the maths,
surely.
you're 50. You're 50 outside.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So is there a form that people have to fill out? I'm not sure if you mentioned that. And if so,
Hmm.
how can somebody reach you, or the president, I don't know, your management team, in
Yes.
order for them to offer to adopt a child? What are the procedures?
Right there on our Facebook page, my
Mm-hmm.
contact number is listed. Email address is there on the
Okay.
Facebook page. We have also set up an account at the National Bank of Dominica, where it was
Okay.
existing when Aspire was there from the beginning,
Yeah.
but now we had to, you know,
Reactivate it. Mm-hmm.
reactivate because it was
Mm-hmm.
dormant. So
Mm-hmm.
it has been reactivated, and we have put what is called mo banking on it service,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
that persons don't have to come and put money
That's
physically,
good.
but they
Yeah.
can utilize the online
Mm-hmm.
service there and make it
Mm-hmm.
much easier. So we have a mo banking account as well.
Okay.
I don't know if
That's
you would have
great.
seen it on your somewhere on the page, but there's
I haven't looked for it, but I'm sure I
yeah,
can go ahead and look for it eventually.
yes,
That is very, that it's, as you said, it's just a contribution that someone is making to an athlete.
yep.
Um, I don't, so I think, I want to say, I think many more people who are hearing this tonight who probably did not know that they could
Mhm.
adopt an athlete, would are now thinking, boy, probably I should make a contribution. So I want to say, Navi, that I want to adopt an athlete.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
have a preference of an athlete, to be honest with you.
Okay.
As far as it's a child, they need an opportunity.
Mhm.
A member, I should say. I don't want to say a child, a member.
Mhm.
You can count on me. Just reach out to me and let me know how I can honor my
Yeah.
word. Yes,
Mhm.
yes. And as soon as we have those things, you can always make the link. That one day I will meet the athlete, of
Yeah.
course, and
Yes.
cheer
Yes.
them on and so on.
That's
But
something I try
yes,
to encourage the adopters to do. Meet the
yes,
athlete,
yeah.
get to the
And I
athlete, we take a photo up moment.
meet their parents, meet their,
They don't want the exposure, but I tell them it's not about the exposure, because if
yeah.
somebody see that Caesarina adopt an athlete, and people
Hmm.
know you, they don't know me, but they know you.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, Caesarina is supporting something
I,
like
I,
this.
can, I can understand because I mean it's
You know?
kind of like going with the scripture verse, when you give, don't let your right hand know what your left hand is
Mhm.
given and so on. I can understand that, but sometimes in cases like this, it's important
It is
for
important.
people to see that there are people who are
Yes,
volunteering, who are supporting, who are adopting, for example, an
yes.
athlete, and that would motivate them to do so. They don't have to know how much you give because, okay, everybody knows now
Yeah,
200, but
yeah.
200,
I
just
mean, they
that's
have
a
persons going
subscription.
beyond that,
But I'm
So
sure that there are
yeah.
other things based on other needs that this athlete
Mhm.
may have, that these people may be reaching out, and offering even counsel, even support, even
Yes.
supporting their education, just so many different aspects of the
Mhm.
of the and facets of the person's life that that particular sponsor can do. So I personally would want to encourage, the listeners, the viewers, anybody who gets to listen to this, to think about supporting Aspire's athletic club, and most importantly adopting an athlete or two if you can do two, so that the children can be encouraged to become not just athletes, but positive young men and women who contribute
Yes.
to our
Yes.
society, our community. Yes, so I'm excited about this.
Yeah, and as you said that there, the mayor, Kerry Brady Prince,
Hmm.
just name just jumped in my mind
Yeah.
because when she too heard about it, I mean, she just went on a rampage there with the thing, and was
Okay.
motivating and encouraging others to do it, and
Yeah.
she herself would have taken up an athlete as well. So within
Excellent.
the Portsmouth quadrant,
Yes,
I
yeah.
have gotten tremendous
In the
support.
support. Okay,
Past
that's good.
athletes like Curtis Sylvester coming
Woo, that's
back
my
as well.
people.
You have Petrolin Thomas coming back, Todd
Yes, yes,
Williams. You know, these
yeah.
past athletes, Fabian Honore. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so I mean, I'm so pleased. I'm
That's
so
great.
pleased.
So
We
all the
know what
people,
we went through, and now we're giving for others.
right? All the people who are now coming down for the Creole Festival
Ooh, this is
and
a
all
good
the
time for them to
festivities.
call my
Yes.
number. Yes,
Please call Nabi's number. You want to
yes.
put your number
Two four
there, or do
five
you?
two five. Yeah, put it there, man. Put it there.
Tell me what it is again. Two
Two
four
four
five.
five two
Uh huh.
five seven three. Yes.
That's pretty easy. 245
Two
two
five
five
seven. Yeah,
seven
do it
three.
for the
Guys.
children
Give
because
Nabi
I
a
want to take a
call.
big squad across to Curacao next year. You know,
Yeah.
so we need
Okay.
all the support that we can get.
That's
All the
great. That's great. That's great ambition and great,
support. Yes,
great opportunities for those children. So reach out to Nabi via this number. I'm sure you have WhatsApp as well,
yes, yes.
right? And shoot him a WhatsApp, and of course, I'm sure he will help you to get to the point where you know what to do in order to support and or adopt an athlete. I'm excited about this. To be honest with you, I just think it is a
Yeah.
noble thing to do to give back to our community, and that's for all of us. You
I,
see, the thing is,
uh,
sometimes we think it has to come from some other place, but we are the ones who have
oh,
to ensure that we contribute to our communities. Yeah,
yes. It starts at home, man. It starts at home.
it does.
And
Yeah.
on that same note there,
Hmm.
the Dominica Council on Aging reach
Yeah.
out to us to help them with their senior sports day.
Yeah, I
And
saw that.
I got a crew of athletes together and they
Mm-hmm.
went out there and the people were so impressed. We didn't ask for 1 cent. We didn't
Yeah.
ask for a dollar. I told them
Mm-hmm.
we are going to give back to the senior citizens who have
Yeah.
blazed the trail here for us in Dominica. And
Mm-hmm.
we gave our very best. And they would have given us something later
Yeah, I
to
saw that.
but
Mm-hmm.
there was a lady, she was my cousin, Micheline Carbon.
Yes.
I never see young people interact with elders like that. Nabi, what you doing? I want to come on board and support. And
Mm-hmm.
she adopted an athlete just last week there. And
Excellent.
she sent a big amount towards
Yeah.
he is going to Curacao because he's one of the athletes going to Curacao.
Curacao. So
And I
what's the timeline for Curacao? Because yours we're next year is not too far. This
July,
is October. When are you looking at?
July. But I am
Okay.
I want to have everything wrapped up by May
Yeah.
month.
Okay.
May month end, I would like to know that we have everything. Our tickets
So do
money.
you have a budget per ticket? Do you have
Yes,
what does
yes.
it entail to have one athlete go? Pretty much
Okay.
is what I would
Uh,
say.
I would
Maybe
say
a rough idea.
rough idea is 2,500 according to the budget.
Okay.
That
Per
should cover
person, per
airfare,
athlete.
per athlete, airfare, accommodation, meals, everything.
Okay. 2005.
2,500 per
Okay.
athlete. You
All
know.
right. So folks
So if
out there hearing that,
somebody listening there, they just say, "Hey, I want to give 2,500 right there
right.
for one athlete." I call
Mm-hmm.
the number. Call
Mm-hmm.
the number. I tell you,
WhatsApp
to
call.
be a part of a student athlete journey, you
Mm-hmm.
never know. You never know. Like I was telling Micheline and Mr. Joseph, we're
Yeah.
going to Roseau today, is that we don't know the delinquencies we are taking off the road.
That's
That
it.
is one less person to come and break your car, break in
That's
your
it.
house, rob you on the road. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? One less person to be fighting
Fall
alcohol,
into
drugs.
becoming a drug addict as well.
Yes.
You
You
know,
understand?
that's
So we are, when we invest in these young people, we actually investing in our security as
ourselves.
well. You
Yeah,
understand?
that's right.
Yes.
That's right. 100%.
Yes. Yes.
100%.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so that's great. I'm really happy to hear that. So our time is really moving quickly, and I don't want to hold the folks for too long. I saw Mrs. Lara came on not too long. She said she just came in, but I let her know that we spoke about her, so she will have to go back and
And,
listen.
yes.
I'm trying to test her to see if she will at least call, but she doesn't. But it's all right. We had two people call us, which was great, and I really appreciated they're just reaching out and connect. Oh, here she goes. She's actually calling us. Yes, that's amazing. Hey, friend. Hello. Good evening. How are you? Hello. Hello.
Good evening, good evening.
Can you hear her? Can you hear her? Nabi.
Good
Nabi.
evening.
Can. Oh, good. Yes. Go ahead.
Yes.
How are you?
Yes.
How are you both?
We're good, thank you.
I had an online session from
Great.
6:30 to 7:30, so that's why I came in late.
Okay, but we spoke
Yes,
about
so
you. Yeah,
I will have to go back and listen to what was said.
please do.
But what
Mhm.
I want to add to the
Mm-hmm.
conversation is that
Yeah,
Sanabi knows what he's about.
great.
I know he knows what he's about. He is firm with what he does.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the children really, understand him and gravitate to him.
Mm.
In the year plus that I have been there with the club, I have my both children there, 13 and 15.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things that really touched me was the service we went to on Sunday at the Baptist Church
Mm.
in Paybush.
Bush, yes.
You know what about that really touched me? I just haven't told him, so I will say it now.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine getting over 60 children to put on their school
On a
uniforms
Sunday
to
morning.
attend on a Sunday morning with no backlash, with no
Oh my
complaint?
God.
Not
Exactly. Exactly.
imagine the two of mine.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
They prepared their stuff this Saturday evening
Wow.
and they got dressed Sunday morning.
Hmm.
And they were, and I'm like really? How can you get teenagers, young
Yes.
people to put their school uniform on a
Mm-hmm.
Sunday morning to
Mm-hmm.
attend
A church
another
service.
church in a back? And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
no, 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 no. So I just want to
Yes.
tell Nabi, keep it up, keep up the fight. It's a real fight, I
Mm-hmm.
know
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
that he's battling, but he's a soldier.
Yes.
And even, in all that fight, that he's also encouraging those of us, parents, the
Mm-hmm.
supporters,
Mm-hmm.
those around him. He's even encouraging us to grow.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes.
Having
Yes. Yes.
60 plus children,
Yes.
he's still encouraging the adults, the parents, the supporters to
Mm-hmm.
grow in so many ways.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really amazing. And I mean, I've known Sunabi way back since my first son was attending SGA. So,
Yes.
so I just want to say, very good Sunabi. Even if all the time I don't say it,
Mm-hmm.
because my plate is as full. But ever so
Yes.
often when we meet and he
Mm-hmm.
knows how to find me,
Mm-hmm.
he knows that I will always support him in whatever way that he needs. So all the best for Aspirers Club, and I always big up the club. I always talk about the club,
Mm-hmm.
and it just warms my heart to see how he's moving ahead with those young people. Sometimes when I pass by the park, I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
how does he do that?
Yes.
I have one young adult, two teenagers,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm fighting with those two. How can you handle all this children? I'm like,
Yes.
no,
Yes.
no, no. He's probably not human, but all and continue doing a wonderful job.
Mm-hmm.
And Miss Paul, you
Yes.
as well.
Thank you,
Continue
friend.
bringing the message out there.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, trying.
Have a good
Mhm.
evening.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much for calling. We
Yes. Yes.
appreciate your sentiments. All right. That is really, really good. Nabi, it's one thing for people to say when people are not there anymore. It's one thing for people to say, oh, he was a nice guy. He
Oh,
was a
give the
good person.
flowers
Oh,
now, man.
he was
Yeah,
a
I
great
agree.
coach. But this is what we're talking about, where you affirm a person in their time when they can hear, in the time
Yes.
when they can see, and they'll be encouraged that yes, we
Yes.
know
Yes.
it's a battle, we know it's not easy. We're sure that you get tired sometimes, maybe even frustrated with some of the children, because I'm sure some of them test you from time to time. Their security,
Yes.
they're following rules and all of these, but you are continuing. And so when a parent calls like this and says these things, be motivated, be encouraged. You are doing a fabulous
Yes.
job, and it is worth chronicling, it is worth recording that people can go back tomorrow and see it for themselves. This is your legacy, Sir Nabi. I want to put a
Yes.
Sir Nabi on that. Here is a comment
Okay.
from, yes, from Kelma Sabrut. You might want to
Oh
she
yes.
says,
Yes.
yeah, and she's encouraging people to adopt an athlete if they know they were impacted by the great skills and discipline instilled by Sir Nabi. Also, she's saying, give an athlete the opportunity you never had, but wished you did. And then you have somebody else, Shanika Frank, who says he's the best coach ever. So that is
And
great.
Kelma was who we spoke about a little earlier. Kelma was the one I told you that she when
Yes,
I pass in, I
yes,
watch the young. I just "Baby!"
yes.
Yes, yes.
So that's great.
And
These
those
are
was my
people.
best days, best days, SDA days. I
Yes,
mean,
yes,
I
yes.
I cannot I cannot change that. They
No,
still have my heart, and
yes.
since I've returned, the school has called me to help them with their
Excellent.
sports day. They
Hmm.
called me to MC their cultural activity that they had
That's
there in
great.
school. So
Yes.
I'm very glad, that
Hmm.
pleases me to know that people
Yes.
appreciate you then and
Yes.
even now.
No,
Yes,
yes.
yes.
Yeah, your work speaks for you. Your work will continue to speak for you. There will be
Mhm.
people in life who will try to take a how you say it, a bushel and
Mm,
try to throw
mhm.
over the light of your work, but your light will burn it up and you will
Yes,
continue to shine. And that's why people are still calling you because you make a
yes,
difference. You are exceptional. You are an exemplary young man. You've had as you said, you've had your journeys, you've had your struggles. You've not had a perfect life, but look at you.
yes,
You have a
yes.
complete turnaround, a complete newness, you could say.
Mhm,
A
mhm,
renaissance, as we can call it. And you are
mhm.
making difference. You are making a grand
Yeah,
difference in the life of our young people. And I am personally very grateful that you're in the community doing what you're
mhm.
doing. And so for me, the
Yes.
little part that I can play, I'm willing to do so. Yeah,
Appreciate it.
all along.
Appreciate it.
Hmm.
Yes.
Yes. So Sir Nabs, our time is 8 now. We've been here for about an hour and a half, bang on
Yes.
time. There is so much we could say.
That's true.
Obviously, we can't stay forever, but I want to give you, first of all, maybe just before you give me your final comments, I wanted you to speak a little, and you can make it brief, just
Mhm.
on this statement here. Aspirers building champions mindset, building
Yes.
champions mindset. Can you speak a little on that, please, for the folks? I think it's
Mhm.
important for people to know what is the aim of your
Yes.
club and and why. Yeah.
Yes. So when you talk about champion mindset, before you can be a champion, you have to see yourself as a champion. Now, quite a bit of the athletes I have trained in the past and in the present, they have what it takes physically to excel.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't win them in the mind, for the mind to believe,
Mm-hmm.
the heart conceive, then you cannot never get them to achieve it.
Sure.
When I just came back and I started to work, there was one of the athletes, I would not call his name, but I told him, basically, I just see him once. I thank God for the
Mm-hmm.
coaching eyes he have given me.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
said, you are very talented. You can qualify for the Carifta Games. Right there, he would have put a wall between he and I because he said those times there, I can never make it. And
What?
as a result of that, that
Mm-hmm.
mindset
Mm-hmm.
could not have led me to bring that body where I know he could
Wow.
reach.
Yeah.
So I take time every now and again to do what I call mental training with the
Mm-hmm.
athletes.
Mm-hmm.
And the mental training is because while I know they're ready physically, if
Mm-hmm.
mentally they don't believe it, then they won't achieve it. So
Sure.
one of the mental trainings that I had with them was the M plus C equals UC. The M plus A, sorry, equals UC. It was talking
Mm-hmm.
about having an eagle mindset. The eagle always rise above the storm. The
Mm-hmm.
eagle, and we looked at seven different things about the eagle. Why, if they can adopt an eagle mindset, they would
Mm-hmm.
always be, as our motto say, setting the standard for others to follow. Because the eagle is the king. Then you have the A. So the M is the eagle mindset. The A lion attitude. When you see a lion, everything the lion see in front of it is lunch. So I said, if
Mm-hmm.
you can get that kind of mindset, where no opponent, big, small, or in between, can ever break you down.
Mm-hmm.
Rather, that you see your opponents as being the stop clock, the
Yeah.
measuring tape, the high jump upright, and not the individual before you. You would want to be like that lion and eat whatever is in front of you. That
Got
is
you.
going to lead you to get the
Yeah.
UC. The
Mm-hmm.
UC now, you're going to become the ultimate champion.
Yeah.
So it is a mindset. Once you can win that mind, in the past when I was at SD and even now, person saying, but this man brainwashing those children.
Mm.
Brainwashing them what? Are you brainwashing somebody to tell them they can be a champion and pushing them
Mhm.
to be a champion?
Mhm.
You understand?
Mhm.
Or are
Mhm.
you brainwashing somebody to tell them while you have to do that, you have to understand God must stay front and center first and foremost? How
Yeah.
that is brainwash? You understand? So that is what it means by building a champion mindset.
Mindset. Yeah.
The victory starts in the mind. So when I deal with the athletes, I really do target the mind and then I
Yes.
touch the heart. Then from the mind, we go to the heart. Because when the mind believe it and the heart can conceive it, like I said,
Mhm.
the
Mhm.
rest is easy to achieve.
Yeah.
And so that is what I push. And I use my motto, my personal motto I have for myself. When the world sit, stand. When the
Okay.
world stand, stand out. And when the world stand out, set the standard that others must follow. So
That's
that way,
amazing.
with a champion's mindset, you always lead in. People
Mhm.
always come in behind you. They say, I
Mhm.
come in for you, I come in for you. But when they reach where you are, you
You're
already
more
done onto something else. You're at a higher level. You
got you.
understand? So
Mhm.
anybody who is willing to follow the vision of what we
Yeah.
are doing at the Aspires of Ladies Club will see
Mhm.
that they are going to benefit in this life and we can rejoice in the eternal life together.
I love it. The Bible says, "Be renewed, be transformed rather by the renewal of your
Renewing
mind."
of the mind.
And that
Yes.
is truly how transformation happens.
Hmm.
And we have seen transformation in the lives of these children already. And we believe that there is a lot more transformation to happen with you, with the community, with all of us supporting and encouraging the work that you and the others, your team, the parents, the administrators, the managers, the Olympic committee, the athletics association, all
Association.
the bodies, what
Sports
you all are
division.
all doing together, sports division, how can I forget sports division? Sports division, and all your sponsors and
Yes.
the queens who who help you to get on the feet of even getting this going as well. I truly believe with
Mhm.
that kind of collaboration, a lot will come out of
Mhm.
it, a lot of success. Just before you give us your final comments, I want to thank everybody who has been viewing. And I want to say to you, if you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, it goes by Authentic Exchange by Caesarina Paul. You can just look for Authentic Exchange and you will be able to find that YouTube channel. I ask you to subscribe to my channel. Encourage me to continue to do what I'm doing to try to boost
Yes.
our community and our people. But also, I ask you to do this so that we can all grow together. And the other
Yes.
thing is, I like to say, if you want to be a guest on my program, reach out to me. We can talk. Let me know your interests what your interests are, and we can definitely have an authentic exchange on your own prolific work, your own, be it a skill, be it a business, whatever you're offering out there. Feel free to reach out to C's. I'm ready to host you as long as you're serious and authentic. We can have an authentic exchange. So go ahead,
Yeah.
go to
Yeah.
the YouTube channel Authentic Exchange. If you're watching on Facebook, I still invite you to go to Authentic Exchange after this and just give me a little bit of love by subscribing to the channel. That would be really, really good. Share the live, share this very important discussion that we had thus far with as many people as possible so that we can get more sponsors for the athletic club as well as for even just Olympics in Dominica and
Mhm.
athletics on a whole in Dominica. So Nabs, you are awesome, and
Thank you.
I
Thank
really
you.
I've always appreciated you. I
Hmm.
always see you as a young man who is distinguished, and you've carried yourself that way over the years. And I'm very proud of you and the work that you are doing. And so my reaching out to you was from the heart, bro. You know that every time.
Yes. Yes.
Right.
Yes. Yes.
So I want to offer you the opportunity to give your closing remarks, whatever you want to appeal to the public, whatever you'd like to say. This is the time. Go right ahead.
Okay. First off, I really want to start on giving God a high note of praise
Amen.
because throughout this journey, this sports evangelism journey, He has always opened the right doors and
Mhm.
closed the right doors.
Mm.
He has spoken into the hearts of so many people along the journey, that come alongside to assist what I am doing, support what I am doing. And while I may not remember all the names or can mention all the names here tonight, I want to say thank you to every single individual, past, present, and those who will come to the future, for the
Mhm.
hope that you place in these young people, recognizing that they are tomorrow's leaders. Just here at home, I really want to thank Honorable Fenella Wenham Shepherd for bringing me back home, because there's no place like home. While on
Amen.
the outside, have much
Why?
more money to offer you for your service, I am
Mm.
still thankful for what home gives to me. And one thing
100%.
I always say about Dominica is that I never run shy of getting my flowers. People don't shy away from my flowers. I mean,
Mhm.
I have been coach of the year 2 times.
Mhm.
I the Athletics Association recommended me, then the Netball Association. So I say thank you. The
Mhm.
ministry, the National Youth Ministry here in Dominica, also recognized me with top awards for excellence and community
Mhm.
service.
Mhm.
And then now to come back home and to see how well I'm working with Mr. Billy Doctorow of the Dominica Olympic Committee, how well I'm working with Mr. Brendan
Frank.
Williams of the Dominica Athletics Association and Mr. Trevor
Mhm.
Shillingford, the sports coordinator in the sports division. I have to
Mhm.
say thank you, Lord.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lord. Our
Amen.
mayor here in the Portsmouth constituency, uh,
Mhm.
um, I worship
Kerry.
the Kerry Brady Prince. I say
Mhm.
thank you. All the adopters that have come on board, I say thank you. Those
Mhm.
working behind the scenes, the parents, the
Mm.
guardians, thank you. Sponsors, thank you. Intercontinental, just the other day there, they treated the entire team to lunch and dashing in the pool. I say thank you to Mr. Rami Hikal,
Yeah.
recognizing what we are doing and partnering with us to support these children. I have to just end on a note of thanks.
I love that.
Anybody else, I'm going to leave it to the Spirit based on all
Yes.
what we said tonight, for their hearts to be touched and for them to reach out to that number
Mhm.
245-2573 and let the Spirit lead you for what you can do to assist us here in the Aspirants Athletics Club program. So, sis, thank you for having me on tonight. Again, that is the spirit at work because I love my knees. You see those knees
Yes.
there? I just
Yes.
go down on them because I cannot see. Sometimes I just cannot see the
Mhm.
way. I say, Lord, how you are going to do this. And I
Mhm.
just
Mhm.
step in faith and say, Lord, your will be done.
Yeah.
Not mine, but your will be done. So we should
Man.
have already had the primary school athletics taking place in Portsmouth. But
Mhm.
every day is a wet field, a rain
Mhm.
falling.
Mhm.
I surrender. I tell the children, just be patient.
Yes.
If the Lord don't want you to run yet, just wait.
Yes.
Because
That's right.
when He ready to unleash you on that track, everybody will ask all you what Nabi was feeding all you. But remember, point them to God. Because I always tell
Yes.
you, it's not me. It is
Mhm.
all about God. So once
Mhm.
again, thank you so very much for having me. And thank you to all those who are supporting the Aspirants Athletics Club program.
Well said, well said, well said. A
Mhm.
word of gratitude, ending on a note of gratitude. I will
Yes.
end on a note of gratitude by thanking you
Mhm.
humbly for accepting to be on this program. Thank
Mhm.
you for your positivity and for saying,
Yes.
sis, do you have a line people can call? And got me
Yes.
to the point where I had to get a line for people to call. So,
Mhm.
and I want to thank those who called as well. I really
Mhm.
appreciated hearing from each of you all. And just, I'm sure Nabi appreciated it even more
Very
just
much.
hearing from you all as well. So, to all of you who viewed and you left us comments, thank you so much. Those of you, even if you didn't leave a comment, but you are here, you stayed with us, and you followed this discussion and this authentic exchange, I want to truly appreciate you as well and invite you to come again next Monday, God willing. I will have another guest, a very special guest from our town of Portsmouth. Does not reside in Portsmouth at the moment, but doing wonderful work. You will see who that person is very soon when I put out the flyer. But I want you to know that we're here to encourage, to build, and to ensure that our communities, our nation, the positivity that is happening there, they are being given the kind of wings that they deserve
Yes.
and need. So thank you all very much. Have a wonderful night. Enjoy the rest of your flag day. Enjoy independence from me, people like me, go Puel, Chagwe. It's rough. It is rough. Nabi, it is rough being out there without
Yeah.
it is rough during independence. I can tell you that.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Somebody
Yes.
advised that I should not listen to the radio, not watch anything
Mm,
on YouTube. I don't know how possible that is, to
I
be
don't
honest.
know.
But every time I do, it touches me.
That's our season, girl. That's our
Yes,
season.
yes,
Yes.
because I love it, and my
Mm,
goodness.
mm, mm.
Yeah, like you said, there's no place like home. Let's just say that
No
right for
place.
now.
No
There's no
place.
place like home.
No place like home.
One thing I know, I still have a passport. I still belong to Dominica. Still have
Yes.
a home there. My
Yes.
mom is still there. It's still home to me. So
Yes.
nothing stops my feet landing in my country, except if
Hmm.
God says otherwise. You
Yes.
know what I
Yes.
mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So anyway, take care, everybody. God bless all of you, and come again. Come again to another authentic exchange the next time around. Nabi, God bless you. We keep in touch. All right. As
All
we
right.
say,
Mwah.
you have to reach out to me to tell me exactly what I need to do to get my athlete. You look for my athlete for me. You'll tell me my
Yes.
athlete's name and everything like that. All right.
We'll do. We'll do. Yes.
Here we go. God bless.
Mm.
Love you. Take care, bro.
Love you too.
Yes. Bye,
Okay.
everyone.